Welcome back, everybody. When we last left off, Kylie had going through the cave system in Granite Falls National Park, and she was about to step out into a clearing. And when she did step out, she also stepped out with Magnus. Instead of being on the other side of Granite Falls National Park, she ended up in a town called Three Lakes. And so we catch up with the two standing in front of Axwood Campgrounds playing football of all things. But something is different. They are not in the same time period. These two have traveled back in time. These two don't realize that they have traveled back to the past. They just assume they went higher up into the mountains, and that's why it's slightly cooler. And they're just doing what they typically do when they're out camping, and that's fish, because they enjoy fishing. They love to fish. And so they're just checking out and seeing what's in this lake. They're noticing that some of the Sims that's at this campground are acting quite strange with the pounding on the chest. And that there is a canteen at this particular campground. There wasn't a canteen at the other campground. There's Kylie over here going to play with the axes, throwing axes, and they're just thinking, hey, this is just another campground in Sim Nation. Nothing is amiss. They have yet to really just stop and look at each other and go, my clothes are different, my hair is different, I'm not wearing the same makeup. No, they're just jumping into activities. Fishing, throwing axes, playing with a football, eating at the canteen, showering. They were at a campground before. Why not be at a campground here? So after a long day of just playing games, telling a charlatan to be gone and eating, Kylie and Magnus have turned in for the night. And after sleeping for a while, Kylie is awoken and she's about to go make herself something to eat until she's approached by this strange man who starts telling her tales about why the fish swim in the street here.
La prophétie bouquet ce haut.
I mean, it seems plausible what he's telling her. It seems quite believable.
Happy Greno.
Kylie is like, what was that? I mean, yeah, I see the fish swimming in the street, but really, what was all of that about? And suddenly, Kylie and Magnus realize that Kylie has been robbed by that charlatan. So the next day in the morning, they just head out to a spa for some rest and relaxation. Kylie is just journaling everything that transpired the day before. Magnus is still not understanding how these locals are greeting him. And so he sits down to kind of start journaling as well, but this dude does not take a hint. He can't figure out that they no longer want to talk to him. And so now here they are, they're just about to go sit in the hot spring and just throw all their cares away. At this spa, there's a hot spring, there's a dry sauna, there is a guy that's giving them massages. They have stepped into nirvana. They are just having the time of their life, still not even wondering or questioning hey,
Fleetavia.
where are we? I mean, at this point in time, they realize that they look a little bit different and maybe they're not in the place that they thought they were. They just decided to roll with it. Like, you know what? Let's just roll with this. We're just going to explore this town and see what there is to offer. And so they sat in the sauna, they got a massage, and they had some food from the canteen. And lo and behold, now they're going to go and take a tour, as they weren't able to go on any tours in Granite Falls. So now they're going to go ahead and take a tour and just explore all there is to explore here. They're going to hop in the helicopter, fly about, and really see what all there is to see in the past. And well, they had some issues on that first tour, so they decided to go on a second tour. They decided to do another tour, just check out the wildlife that's here in Three Lakes. After the second tour, Kylie and Magnus decided to head over to a restaurant to have something to eat instead of eating in the campground. And Magnus is just really right. He is really, really right. He hasn't had a shower. He didn't think to stop and go have a shower. They just went straight to the restaurant. So everybody's walking past them and going, oh gosh, you guys really stink. But Kylie decided to start digging for treasure. Now, she learned on the tours that there was this sim someplace in Three Rivers that had the key to how they could get back to the future, but they needed to find some map pieces in order to figure out how to find the sim. And so that's what Kylie is doing. She's digging, looking for these map pieces, but she's also quite famished too. So she's gonna go ahead and go into the restaurant and have something to eat. But now she's really funky too. She's kind of ripe as well. So before she does that, she's just gonna go into the bathroom and freshen up just a little bit. Magnus didn't do that. He just went and just got a table real quick. But Kylie, she's gonna wash her hands. She's gonna freshen up just a little bit. While she's in the bathroom. And since Magnus was so famished, he went ahead and got a table, and he's gonna go ahead and eat at a separate table from Kylie. Kylie is okay with that because Magnus really, really smells bad. So she's just gonna get her own table. She's just gonna sit not too far from him, but not too close to him as well. And they're just gonna go ahead, and I think they're gonna have some pasta. And they're just gonna go and enjoy their dinner. Just have a nice meal. A nice warm meal on this cool autumn evening. And that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna go ahead and just have a nice meal and just enjoy themselves, listening to some old-timey music, and just enjoy themselves at the restaurant. And look at that pasta that Kylie's eating. Magnus has already finished his food. He's just hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, so they headed back to the campground and they hopped in the shower. After being out all night, and just decided, yuck, let's just give ourselves a really good look. Yeah, Kylie is finally just spending some time in the mirror and going, you know what, I really do look different. And Magnus is about to do the same thing and go, you know what? My hair is not silver anymore, and I do miss my eye tattoos. I really do miss my face tattoos. Yeah, and so these two are just gonna go ahead and grill up some food today and just, you know, enjoy a nice meal at the campgrounds. You know, staying at the campgrounds is free in Three Lakes. and asked with campgrounds. When they stayed in Granite Falls, I think they had to pay like $700 or something like that for the whole week, or more than $700, I believe. And so it's free here. And so technically they had a 7-day vacation. They were on the last day of their vacation in Granite Falls, but they just go ahead and roll with it here because even despite the fact that Kylie had been robbed, it's free staying at this campground. And so they're grilling up food and just really enjoying the autumn weather. Actually, technically, it's winter now. It is really, really getting cold. So they're going to play pretty much their last axe game before they head into town. They're just going to go ahead and play this last game. Because it's really, I mean, they left Granite Falls. It was summertime in Granite Falls. When they got to Three Lakes, it was fall. Again, they didn't question it initially because they thought they were just higher up in the mountains. And the higher you go, the cooler it gets. But now they in earnest are wanting to get back home because the seasons has changed quite rapidly. And so they're digging, they're looking for pieces of this treasure map. They're going to do everything they possibly can. And no, they didn't find any pieces. This time, they found a bone, and they found a stone or something like that, a rock. And so they'll keep digging about while they're here at the plaza. And, you know, maybe they'll go in and get something to eat or something, or play a game or whatever. But they're going to dig and dig and dig until she found a piece. She found a piece to the hidden burrow in Three Lakes. All right. I think she found a piece of a map earlier as well. He found a piece, but he found a piece to Pagoda in the Shadows, which is in Takamizu Village. And that's not in Three Lakes. And so they're not concerned about that piece of the map. They're really wanting to just learn more about what's happening at this hidden burrow. And so now Kylie is just deciding to go in and get some mementos. Might as well she don't know if she'll ever be back in this Three Lakes place. She never heard of it in Sim Nation before anyway. And so she's going to get some mementos. Magnus is going to get some mementos, and hopefully these mementos will travel with them to the future. I mean, their money came with them. Why wouldn't the mementos go back to the future? So they're really excited right now because they've found some fragments of the map, and they're thinking, you know, let's get some winter clothes. Let's stock up a little bit. And let's find this strange sim and see how we can get to the future. Magnus is like, Kylie really smells bad. And Kylie is like, look, I don't smell that bad. I do not smell that bad. And I'm strong too. Check out my muscles. So these two are going to sit here and like test out each other's muscles. Punching each other in the muscles, just checking out the muscles. And like I said, the Sims here in Three Lakes are really friendly. This girl is just gonna stand around. She's really into Magnus. And she's just thinking, you know, he's not with Kylie. And Magnus just, you know, set the record straight. Be gone, girl. Be gone. And so now they're in here gonna buy some winter clothes because they're really kind of cold. They're really, really cold. And so Magnus is going to go ahead and just pick out an outfit. He's going to try on some clothes. Kylie, she's over, I think she's over in the ladies' room or something like that. And so she's going to come over in a bit and try on some clothes as well. And they're going to just do that while, and pick up some winter clothes so that they'll be properly dressed as they go in their quest to find this other sim in the hidden burrow. And so, yeah, so they're gonna buy some clothes, and that's what they're doing. So I guess Kylie had enough of her own stench, and she went in the bathroom, and she's giving herself a sponge bath in the sink. She's like later for that. No more smelling bad. And now she's about to head over and try on some clothes and buy some clothes as well, because she needs to get a winter coat and boots and stuff. Well, she has boots on, but winter boots. And so she's gonna try on a few pieces of clothing as well. And Magnus has already tried on some clothes. He's like, I smell really, really bad. I don't know why they need to announce to the entire world how bad they smell. But yeah, we can see you've expired.
Shabak!
And so Magnus is just gonna keep waving his arm around, talking about I need a shower. Kylie is like, look, dude, you need to do what I did. Go into the bathroom and just wash. Just wash in the bathroom. And so I think Kylie likes that. Magnus is just gonna go buy some food. He's decided not to go in the bathroom and bathe in the sink. He said he's too sophisticated. He's civilized for that. He's just gonna buy some food because
Shut the K.
you don't know if you need food on this quest. They really don't know that much
This one,
about
right?
the quest. They only have like 2 or 3 fragments of that map. And so
Clock.
they don't know how far away they have to go. They don't know like if they need to have a lot of food with them. So they're just trying to be prepared. They're getting warm clothing, they're getting food, they're doing everything they possibly can do to be prepared for this journey so they can find this sim.
She's a...
I think they said his feet were big, or did they say his name was Bigfoot or a Yeti? I don't know what his name was or what he is or anything, but they need to find this sim because he has the answers for them to getting back home. Okay, so these two have decided that it is way too cold to stay in a campground. And so they're going to stay in one of the other lodges in Three Lakes. The wonderful thing about Three Lakes is that there are so many options. There are inns, there's a hotel, there is just a resort. There's so many different places they can stay at. They don't have to just stay at the campgrounds. And so I think they're going to go and stay at either the hotel or the inn or the resort. I think maybe they're going to decide to stay at the resort. So let's just go see where they decide to go. Oh my goodness, that hotel is pricey. I don't know if Kylie can stay at that hotel, being that she got robbed, and they don't know how much it's going to cost them to get back to the future. So I think they're going to stay at that resort. That resort seems to be kind of in the middle. You know, when they were digging for treasure, all they found were bones and stones and pieces of a map. So they're going to go ahead to this resort and check it out and maybe check in for the night once they've talked to the bellhop and see how the resort looks and everything. It's got to be better than the campground they were staying at. That's for sure. That's for sure. So here they're going to Blau Hills Resort, and they're going to go and check in or check it out and see if this is the best place for them. And so that's what these sims are going to do, and we'll tune in next time to see exactly what they do and if they find that strange sim. Bye-bye now.